Hello students. Today we are going to study about useful microorganisms. The uses of microorganisms can be divided into four categories: commercial, medicinal, agricultural and environmental. You can see in this flow chart microorganisms, they can be useful, yes of course. If people are using them, this is the separate category, and one category comes out as ecosystem itself is using the microorganisms. People can use it in food purpose or medicinal purpose. Food purpose comes under the commercial use of the microorganisms, while medicines come under the medicinal use of microorganisms. Ecosystem, it comes under either agricultural or environmental purposes. Here we come to the commercial use of microorganisms. Usually, you have seen the curd getting ready at home. What do? A spoonful of curd is added to the warm milk, which turns into the curd overnight. You know what is that? That is a bacterium called lactobacillus present in the spoonful of curd, which is added to the milk, and it converts the lactose sugar present in the milk to lactic acid, which creates the acidic environment and helps the casein protein to coagulate and convert the milk into the curd. The process of conversion of a sugar into an acid or an alcohol by the use of microorganism is called fermentation. The process of making bread, here you can see in the picture, a little dough has been kept in a bowl which has increased in its volume. The process of making bread involves kneading a mixture of flour, salt, sugar, yeast cells and water into a dough. Yeast converts the sugar to alcohol and carbon dioxide. As more and more carbon dioxide is produced, the dough rises in the volume. As you can see in this picture, the dough has rose in the volume. Now, the next use is toothpaste. It's quite interesting to know that shells of diatoms, in the last lecture we have already discussed about diatoms, they are a type of algae. The shells of diatoms are used in the toothpaste to give it a gritty texture that helps in cleaning your teeth. Oh, here we come to the medicinal use of microorganisms. Two types of medicines, antibiotic and vaccine. These two types of medicines, both of them are really essential and both of them have been made with the help of microorganisms. Some bacteria help to make the antibiotics and vaccines, which are also useful for human to prevent diseases. Several diseases including cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, hepatitis can be prevented by the vaccination. We come to the agricultural use now. You can see the roots of leguminous plant. Root nodules are present on the roots which contains a bacteria called rhizobium. The blue-green algae and the bacteria called rhizobium, which is present in the root nodules of leguminous plants, help in fixing atmospheric nitrogen, and it increases the soil fertility by adding nitrogen in that. Nitrogen, which makes up the major portion of the air and is needed by organisms to survive. Nitrogen present in the air is directly cannot be consumed by either plant or animals. They need to convert it into nitrates or nitrite compounds to consume it. For that purpose, we have a proper nitrogen cycle to understand. In nature, nitrogen is fixed during the lightning or nitrogen fixing bacteria which we just discussed. During lightning, the free nitrogen turns into the nitrate compounds and that has been used by the plants. Either it is converted by the rhizobium bacteria present in the root nodules and that has to be used by the plants. Nitrogen fixed by these bacteria is taken up by the plants and then it is transferred to herbivorous animals and then to the carnivorous animals. When these plants and animals die, the nitrogen compounds present in their bodies are decomposed and returned to the soil by the help of, again, microorganisms. Some of these compounds are again absorbed by the plants, while some are converted into nitrogen and returned back to the atmosphere by certain bacteria present in the soil. The cycle of nitrogen between the atmospheric, soil and organisms is called nitrogen cycle. Next use, that is environmental use of the microorganisms. We all know about the sewage treatments. So bacteria is the one organism, microorganism especially, which is used in the sewage treatment, where they help to decay the waste organic matter. That's all for today, students. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss about the harmful microorganisms. Till then, stay tuned.